Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. 7:08, Friday, September 16th, 63 degrees, getting up to 72 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are now joined by Heather Barberi, the executive director, right? Executive director,
Yes.
CEO. I never know what the title is. I always have to look it up. Executive director of the Ocean County College Foundation.
Good
Welcome,
morning.
Heather. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Heather, what time do you typically get up in the morning?
Like 5:30,
Oh, you do?
5:40.
But are you like an early morning gym girl or no?
No, I
You're
go
a-
at
you're a
night.
night gym girl.
Yes, but
Oh.
I go to work earlier than I should.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell people what you do, because I know you've been on here before, but that was, we've really grown the listening base. We're up to 7. So why don't you tell the new 3 listeners what it is that you do?
Well, the Ocean County College Foundation, we're the charitable nonprofit arm of the college. We've been around for 50 years. I have not been there for 50 years. I've been there for about 2.5 years. But really, we are there to raise funds, not only for scholarships, but programming that happens at the college and also in the community. So, I love my job. It's different every day. Some days I'm dealing with students who are coming in to talk to me about a scholarship or a loan. We're fundraising. We have events. We're going out meeting people in the community. So it's great. Different every day.
Right.
I love that.
And you were telling me in the break, how much money in scholarships have you guys given out so far?
So we were founded in 1965. We were a year after the college was formed.
65. Hold on, let me do the math on this.
Yeah.
51 years.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So in direct scholarship support, so non-programming, we've given out $9.5 million. If you add programming in, so things like funding planetarium and different activities on campus, that's another $4.4 million. So we're roughly $13.9-14 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's like $280,000 a year, and obviously it's different now. It's more now,
yes,
because $280,000 went a little further in back in 1965. That's amazing though. So and I don't think people realize like how almost everybody gets a scholarship,
yes,
right? If they want one. But what does that process look like?
Sure. So we provide scholarships in the fall and spring semesters for students. We have a completely online based scholarship, no more paper. So students go online, apply. We have a committee that reviews all the applications, and then it goes from there. So this past year, we gave out over $500,000 in scholarships. These are all Ocean County residents. We do have some criteria. You have to have over a 2.0. They have to fill out their FAFSA so we can see some of their financial information. They have to write an essay, although I say essay loosely. It's 250 words.
250 words. That's
paragraph.
That's like my intro to my resume.
Yes. So we're always trying to get the word out that we have this scholarship program and really try to encourage students to apply, because there are some students out there that can't afford to come to Ocean County College and they don't know that this program exists. So my job is to spread the word, get everybody to know about it.
It's funny, like we're talking about the essay. So
Yes.
if you say, I believe I should qualify for the Ocean County College scholarship, because you've pretty much just done like 5% of the essay just by saying that. Like you're already
You're
well
halfway there,
You're
yeah.
well on your way just by re-outlining the question.
Yes.
Right. So it's a great process, and I think the hard part for you and for us, and I say us because I'm on the foundation board, is really kind of getting the news out there. Right. I don't think enough people know.
No.
So why don't you tell people, first of all, like, how do you position community college? You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think that there's a mindset that community college on some level, and I'm just going to say it, on some level is failure.
Yep.
Right? Like, I'm not going to the University of blah, blah, blah. They're going OCC instead.
Sure.
Right? So talk to me about that.
Sure. I feel like there is this stigma sometimes still surrounding community college. I think a lot of times we like to think it's not there, but it definitely is, especially when you're talking to high school students. And the way I would position it is And incredibly, not only is it an affordable option, it's a high quality education.
Right.
We have amazing professors on our campus. We have an incredible student life opportunity. So there's tons of clubs and activities. So I think sometimes people think, I'm going to go to OCC, I'm going to drive on the campus, take a class, and leave.
Right.
With the opening of our new student center, we're seeing students stay on campus. It has much more of a 4-year college atmosphere. But really, it's high quality education. It's affordable. You can actually come onto our campus, take your first 2 years at OCC, transfer to Kane Ocean, which is on our campus here in Toms River. 4 years, $32,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you can't even go to a lot of 4-year schools for 1 year for that.
And personally, from who I am, I'm very, I don't want to say I'm proud of it, but I wear it as some kind of a weird badge that I'm a college dropout, right? The 0.24 GPA. And and by the way, I joke about it, but it's definitely something that upsets me, because I feel like I started something that I didn't finish, and that's so not me. I mean, it's not what I'm about, 26 years later. But if I had gone to a community college, right, at 18 years old, I was not mature enough. Sure. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I was probably confused. I was happy to be getting out of high school and getting out of the house, but I didn't know what I wanted. And I should have, in retrospect, it would have been great if I had taken a year or two to figure out what I wanted by going to a community college and saying, I'm really interested in this, or I'm really not interested in
Absolutely.
this. And rather than spend $30,000 to figure out that I hate it, right? Why not spend a couple $1,000, including books and everything else, and say, okay, well, that was my experiment. Now let's move along.
Absolutely.
Right? It's so much smarter when you think about it.
It is. And the transferability, it's not like you're coming to OCC and then you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
So those credits are going to transfer over. We have tons of articulation agreements with different universities and colleges where those credits absolutely will transfer over. So it's definitely a smart thing.
Right.
And I went away to a 4-year. I didn't start at community college. But I think about it now in retrospect as well. I paid student loans for 10 years after I got out of college.
That's crazy.
And mine were low. Mine were low. But you look at students coming out now, they owe over $100,000. So it's definitely a changed ball game since I was there.
Yeah. So when you think about it, the fact that you can go to a great community college, and OCC, if you haven't been to the campus, I mean, the campus is amazing, and there's new buildings going up like it seems like all the time.
Yes.
So much is happening, and it's really kind of become a hub for the county, kind of a place to be on so many levels. But it's a great campus. It's a high quality education, and it really is. You should visit and see what you haven't seen. Because I'll tell you, having the first 21 years of my life, having lived here, I never went to OCC. I never saw OCC. I saw the big white things in front in the water, but I never went back there, right? And so when I came back to town and I first met Sandy Broughton, and she's like, "Come on down," and I was like, "Whoa, this is cool! It's like it's back here, and there's like a lot going on,
absolutely,
and it's a great spot." So when we come back, I want to talk about some of the exciting programs that you have going on, because listen, your job is really to get the word out, right? But also to raise money to fund those scholarships that go to Ocean County residents and keep great programming affordable for all of us. So let's talk about that when we get back, okay?
Sounds good.
Cool. Heather Barberi, Executive Director, Ocean County College Foundation. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Be right back.
The Sean Hannity Show, this afternoon at 3. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin returns next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Get up. Get out. Do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin continues. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Yeah, that's right. Heather Barberi and me, we're singing Too Legit. We're rapping Too Legit to Quit, MC Hammer style. And
with
doing
the hand gestures.
The hand gestures, yeah. Too legit to quit. Hey, hey. Anyway, so by the way, tomorrow you are at the the Sup the River stand-up paddleboard event. And you're bringing a special guest.
We are. I am bringing Vidar the Viking.
Vidar.
Yes, he
Vidar
is our
the Viking.
OCC mascot.
Right, the OCC mascot. You probably didn't even know the Viking is a formidable mascot.
He got revamped.
Really?
Last year.
Yeah, reimagined.
That's a great way.
Reimagined. I like that. Yeah.
And the new Vidar, he's a pretty.
Is he buff?
He is.
Is he the man
buff.
of your dreams?
He's tall. He's buff.
Yeah,
He's
a lot
great.
of facial hair, though, right? I mean, Vikings have big beards, don't they?
I have to look tomorrow. I can't remember them. I don't remember.
You don't remember Vidar?
I know,
okay.
the beard.
Tell us, we're digressing. Tell us about some of the things that you are that we're working on to bring money into the coffers of Ocean County College.
Okay, so coming up fast and furiously on Tuesday, so next Tuesday, September 20th, we have our annual golf outing. You will be there playing, I believe. Yes.
Well, I'll be there. Playing is a relative term.
And so that is at Pine Barrens Golf Club in Jackson. There is still time if you would like to play.
Yeah.
We raise money there for our scholarship program and all the other activities. It's a wonderful event. Registration starts at 11. We tee off at 1. We get everyone out of there in the early evening. It's a really fun day. It's supposed to be, knock on wood right now, 80 and sunny.
Yeah.
So come on out to golf. Coming up pretty quickly after that, we are getting ready to launch year 2 of our 100 Women campaign. And I know we've talked about that a little bit before, but that is a group of 100 amazing women in Ocean County that have come together to not only support scholarships, but also mentor students. We are kicking off October 7th. We have a luncheon for the women and students involved. And we have a lecture that we're going to be listening to from Lauren Manning. She's from Girl Rising. Mark Wilson, who runs the Grunin Center, he is doing, along with Georgian Court University and the Toms River Library, they are doing Global Education for Girls. It's a 6-week series on, and there's artists and lecturers and documentary films and all kinds of things about education for girls across the globe. So we're looking forward to that. And then I'm going to skip the holiday time and go right into spring.
Okay.
And
well, hold on.
Wait.
Before you get to that, I just want to make sure that I get this in because we talked about this last time. First of all, the 100 women thing.
Yes.
There are like 107 women, aren't there, right?
There are 106 women and 1 man.
Right. That's what I was going to say. 106 women. So I got the number right. That was pretty strong, actually. 106 women and 1 man. That sounds like the name is a bait and switch. It's a little bit.
Well, we have what we call the 100 Women Legacy Area, and that's for people who don't necessarily want to be 100 women,
right.
woman,
right?
But they want to support the cause.
Right, so they support the cause.
Yes.
That's
so
nice.
we had a gentleman that raised his hand and he said, I love this idea and I want to support the cause.
Yeah.
So men.
It's much like I have at the United Way. We have a Women's Leadership Council. And I want to go to the meetings. I mean, I'm now the chair, so I want to go to the meetings. But I feel weird. Like I feel like I don't qualify. But
Is it all women?
But I do identify. If I identify with women, I can go, right? Isn't that the new rule? It's whatever sex you identify with. Anyway, when we come back, let's talk about post-holidays, right? Because, we're up against it, and the music's going to pull me out any second.
We're getting cut off?
We're going to get cut off. This is how it happens, right? And I don't want that to happen to you. Right, because I like you, Heather.
Thanks, Jeremy.
So when we come back, we will talk about what's happening after the holidays at Ocean County College. We're not giving you a magic wand because we already gave you one. Do you want another one?
I had a really good.
Do you want another one?
Wand
we're gonna give you another magic wand. Then I'm gonna let me just send a note to the station manager, make sure it's in the budget. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, listen to the Hometown View and the news. We'll be back.
The news never stops at WOBMAM.com. Get the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River. It's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. 7:35 Friday, September 16th, 63 degrees. Today, 72 today. WOBMAM 1160 at 1310 News Talk Radio. Stream live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are joined by Heather Barberi, Executive Director of the Ocean County College Foundation. And so we got to, we passed the holidays and we're like, okay, so what are we doing next? What else is coming up?
So in March, we have a brand new event. It's on March 18th, day after St. Patty's Day. It's a Saturday night. We are bringing an Eagles tribute band, Hotel California. So not the Eagles NFL team.
No. And no
No.
Don Henley.
No,
Okay.
Don Henley, unfortunately. Hotel California. We have a cocktail show combo ticket, which is $100. And then we have general admission. People can just come out and enjoy the show. All the proceeds for this event support the foundation and its mission. And we are also giving a portion of the proceeds to the OCC Repertory Theater, which is our in-house theater for the college, which also has community members involved as well. So we're excited about that event, trying something new in the Grunin Center.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping that's something that we continue each year, bringing in different artists. And there's a lot of artists coming to the Grunin Center this year.
I know, a lot, right?
Yeah. Incredible stuff going on there.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about spring, and we're still in fall. So
I know. So, it's
we'll come
too
back.
far,
We'll
right?
come
Yeah, you'll
back.
probably be here again. You're not going anywhere. So let's now that you've literally begged and forced me to blow my budget. I'm already into next week's budget now because I didn't budget for 2 magic wands today. I only budgeted for 1. Now I have to give you the Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin magic wand, the pixie dust, the fairy dust.
Okay.
The ability just to wiggle your nose and make something happen. Heather Barberi, Executive Director, Ocean County College Foundation. What are you doing with that power?
I'm not going to cost you money today, I
Why is
don't
that?
think.
Okay.
Well, so this week it's been an interesting week. So Saturday started, I was over at the Hope Sheds Light Walk. Amazing event. They had over 1,200 people there. And there was a few people who shared their story. And the one girl had a very profound impact. She talked about when she was growing up, she never felt like she fit in.
Right.
And so drugs was kind of an outlet for her. Fast forward a few days later, I was at the Girl Scouts, and they had a young girl. She was sitting next to me. She was probably about 12, and she was talking about why she's a Girl Scout. And she talked about in school, she doesn't really fit in. She said, I'm not a popular kid. She said, I don't fit in with the nerds. I don't fit in with people that are athletes, music. She said, I don't really fit in. But when I go to Girl Scouts, I fit in.
Right.
I always belong. And she said, there I can create my own spark and not follow other people's. So you had these 2 very different situations.
Paths, right.
Yeah, 2 very different paths. And I thought about it, and we have so many incredible organizations doing great work. And if I could wave my magic wand, it would be that those groups continue to flourish and that no kids, not only here in Ocean County, but ever feel like they don't fit in.
Right.
That there's outlets for them to go to places where they feel like they fit in. Because it was like kind of a tale of 2 cities. You saw somebody take the path where they went to drugs. Somebody took the path where they were part of an organization and really they feel like they belong there. So
Right.
they're not going to another outlet.
It's a great. We talk about that all the time here. Especially when Girl Scouts and we had Jim Gillick from Boy Scouts earlier this week. And, look, there's no excuse as a parent to me not to find something for your kids that they're passionate about, right? Like my kids would be miserable at Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, right? But they love soccer.
Sure.
Right. So that's
That's their
that's their
passion.
thing.
Yeah.
And they're into it. And that's fine.
Yeah.
There are musical outlets. There are sports outlets. There are clubs. Some kids love karate. But what the difference is I guess parents.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes,
It's like,
I was just going to say that.
It's the responsibility of today's parents to expose your kids to a ton of different things, take note of what they're into, and then drive that. And don't let them let it go, right? Until, without a good shot. And that's the difference. It's parents. It's not we complain about kids all the time, right? We complain, and it's the same thing. How many how many kids do you see at Ocean County College that didn't know that there was a scholarship program?
A ton.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know whose fault that is? We blame it on the kids. But if I was a parent, I'm checking that out. Is there something that you qualify for, right? Like, I don't want to pay more than I have to pay. So we have to hold ourselves as parents more accountable than we do, because I think that, you know, the number one job you have as a parent is to raise great kids and to make sure you've given the next generation a better shot than even you had, no matter how successful you are, right? So that's a great point. Heather, where do folks go if they want to learn more, if they want to just, you know, meet the mascot? What do they do?
So www.ocean.edu. There you can find everything that you want to know about Ocean County College, as well as the Ocean County College Foundation. You can always call us 732-255-0492. That'll bring you directly to the foundation. And you can always stop by. We're in the administration building, number 1. Come on campus. I encourage everyone to come take a walk around campus.
Absolutely. And I'm going to leave you with this. Tom, who's our contributing caller, I want to say he's like part of the show. He called and just wanted to drop something on you real quick and say, when I asked you what time you got up in the morning, you were supposed to say 5:30 a.m. so that I could listen to Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. But we'll know that for next time, right,
I know,
Heather?
I blew it.
If you ever get invited back. Heather Barberi, Executive Director, Ocean County College Foundation, thank you so much for some time. I'll see you on the river tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Chamber of Commerce. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, back after this.